Good morning, optimists. Today is Tuesday, January 7th, 2025. We're already 1 week into 2025. Okay, we're already 7 days down, or rather six. And so, if you look at it from that perspective, we are already 1.64% done with 2025. 1.9 if you count today. So, 1.64% of 2025 is already gone. Let's get it. Alrighty. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and check the reports. Today we've got JOLTS job reports coming up and ISM manufacturing data coming up in 15 minutes. Now that is going to jolt the market because the JOLTS job report got, in my opinion, got something a little bit unnecessarily strong in terms of its level of importance. But, Janet Yellen was promoting the heck out of it like some years back and being like, this is the most important thing for the entire U.S. economy. Just to give you a refresher on the JOLTS, in the United States, job openings, okay, not hires, job openings, for some reason, Janet Yellen believes that job openings, not real hires, is the greatest economic indicator of all time. I tend to disagree, if you cannot tell, because I don't believe job openings mean anything, because I have learned that a lot of companies will just have endless job openings where they don't actually intend to hire anyone. And they do that intentionally to collect data, collect resumes, and also to look good to shareholders. So in the United States, job openings refers to all positions that are open, not filled. It even says it right here, on the last business day of the month. Job openings are part of the Job Openings and Labor Turnover Survey, or JOLTS. The survey collects data from around 164,000 non-farm establishments, including retailers and manufacturers, as well as federal, state, and local governments in the 50 states and the District of Columbia. The JOLTS assesses the unmet demand for labor in the U.S. market and gained attention in 2014 as a favorite labor market indicator of Federal Reserve Chair Janet Yellen. Literally, that's what it says. That's hella funny. Because I hadn't read it when I said that. So, last month, we had 7.74 million job openings. The forecast is for this to be 7.7 million job openings. Once again, this will move markets, but from my own perspective, this is a not really that important metric from my own perspective. That's my opinion. You can disagree if you want. If you do, please enlighten me why you believe job openings and not fills is more valuable. But I would just love to know. As far as we also at the same time will have job quit data. The United States job quits are generally voluntary separations initiated by the employee. Therefore, the quit rate can serve as a measure of workers' willingness or ability to leave jobs. The quit rate is computed by dividing the number of quits by employment and multiplying that quotient by 100. So last month we had 3.326 million quits. There's no forecast for this month. So that's what we got coming up with the JOLTS. We also have ISM and PMI data on the same day. So that is gonna be pretty impactful. The non-manufacturing ISM report on business is based on data compiled from purchasing and supply executives. Nationwide survey responses reflect the net change, if any, of the current month compared to the previous month for each of the indicators measured: business activity, new orders, booking of orders, new export orders, inventory changes, etc. I'm not going to go through the list. You can if you want. This report shows the percentage reporting each response and the diffusion index. An index reading above 50% indicates that non-manufacturing economy is generally expanding, and below 50 indicates that it is generally declining. Orders to service producers make up about 90% of the U.S. economy. So in my opinion, this is one of the more important ones. And previous we were at 52.1. The forecast at 52.3. We'll see how that comes out. In my opinion, ISM services, PMI data, pretty important as far as an economic indicator for the U.S. economy. All right, let's jump into the charts. The chats. Oil's been kind of going sideways. So after we're done with our trade stream, I actually took an oil trade right at this number that's at right now, and it dumped on me. Even though we had a really nice looking setup, it still did. So, and it was kind of turned a winning day into a losing day, unfortunately. On oil, we do have a 1 minute 5200 crossover right here, right there. So it does look bullish to me, but it is up nearly 1%, and oil's already pretty high in my opinion at 74. So we'll have to see if that price comes down anytime soon. All right, taking a look at the ES. ES is hovering around 60.34. We got a nice big spike here at 642, which ran up to about 645 or so, and it's selling off a little bit. Obviously, at 7 o'clock, we're expecting a lot of volatility, so we got to be careful and mindful of that. On our 100K account, like I said, we're up about 1,200 on our trail max yesterday. Now we're at 402, so pretty bad there. On our 50K account, we're sitting at 1126 on the trail. And then we got an untouched 50K account that I just haven't taken any trades in yet. So let's jump to our 100K account. Actually, there's our 50K one. Let's jump to our 100K one. Which one is that? 49? No, it's 48. All right. See if we can get some decent green here. That was a nice bounce off that 34 level. I'm gonna put a buy order down here. I think I'm just too far out. Didn't expect it to pump that much. I want to see this pull back some. About to get a 1 minute crossover. But I've been watching the 10-second. I would actually grab that. Can we get a pullback, please? Tried to grab that rip. You can see it was about to rip, but all right. There's a little bit of a pullback right there.
Order filled.
I'm gonna try to get out at 41. In at 39.75. I'm gonna bump my trade up to 41.75. Looks like we topped out at 40.75. Dude, for real, that thing just dumped on us. Guess 4 ticks was the way to go. Pretty hefty little pullback right here. I'll look for another op. That 100K account's over. Huh. So we're just on our 250s now. How the turntables. It moves pretty fast these days, man. I can size down, but then I feel like I'm doing a lot of extra trades a lot of the time.
Order filled.
Took long here off 36.75. Looking to get out at 38.50. Looking for a 7 tick. Tap my order. Didn't fill. Tapped it again. Taking it off. What? It didn't fill again? Come on.
Order filled.
Took that with a 3, unfortunately. Still up $100, so I mean, not gonna complain. But it tapped my order twice on a 7 ticker. Wait for this 10-second crossover. And I'm going to reduce my order down to 5 ticks instead of 7. That was a good trade. Just didn't fill on both attempts. Here's a pretty heavy sell-off right now as we come up to 7 o'clock. And it's pulling right back up. Look at this volatility, man. Pulling down to 35, 34, 33. It's a little too volatile right now. No clear direction either at the moment. Actually, that clear direction looks pretty down. Chart still looks bullish on the day. I'm gonna probably stick within a 5-tick range because that other tick that we ended up losing on, or that other trade that we ended up losing on, that one also came pretty close to our order, and we just needed to not be in like a 7-tick range. So this pulled all the way back to 30. What a pullback, dude. What a $7 pullback. God, these like rips and dips are crazy anymore. I feel like I'm like trading in a tsunami. Like trying to surf a tsunami kind of thing. I'm not going to be in a position at 7 o'clock. So even though I think it's going to rip straight up, pulling all the way back to 60.30, I think it's going to rip straight up at 7 o'clock. A lot of sell-off right before, which is on like above VWAP though, like on a bullish day. So all that sell-off right before, all the way down to VWAP now. All that sell-off right before, I think that we're going to see a big fat rip at 7. It's just in about 40 seconds. I'm tempted to take like one contract or something. Let's try just one contract, 12 ticks. And I'll buy in right here.
Order filled.
All right, we're just in one contract. 12 ticks only going to be worth 150, so it's not going to be like, you know, anything to write home about. All right, next candle. Holy shnikes.
Order filled.
So I took that one contract. What a mistake. Gratefully, it was only one, though, and not 3. What a drop. Holy crap. I was expecting it to go straight up, but it dropped $8 in, actually dropped $10, $11. Still dropping. That's gnarly. Take a look at the JOLTS. See the results. Whoa. So the job openings went from 7.4 in December to 8.1 now. I believe this is actually on for last month. Yeah, so it is actually so it's all the stuff from last month, data reported this month. So we went from 7.4 million job openings to 8.1 million job openings. So as far as job openings are concerned, we added like 700,000. Let's see, 81 minus 74, 700,000. So 700, almost a million new job openings. Pretty crazy, pretty ridiculous, but also, you know, like I said, job openings doesn't indicate economic growth. I don't care what Janet Yellen says. I don't believe it does. The reason I don't believe it does is because of all the reasons that I stated earlier. So that turned it made us, you know, red on the day from being up 100 to being down 100. But gratefully, we're only down 100. But the ES just lost $30 in 2 minutes. So ES was at 60.32 or something. Yes, about 60.32. Dropped all the way down to 6,005. So ES just lost like $30 in 3 minutes, under 3 minutes, 2 minutes. This is exactly what I've been describing over the last couple of days, and just really the last like 2-3 months in terms of how the ES is moving anymore. Where we're just seeing these insane candles where they're like $15 to $20 to $30 like over the course of like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, etc. So it's really, really, really volatile the last couple of months here. And you can blame it on the election, I guess, but the election's over. We're still having the same level of volatility. So, you know, I don't really know anyone who just like stops their entire life and changes everything around just because there's an election happening. So I think it's kind of almost a cop out, I guess. But yeah, crazy moves. RTY, same thing, big massive dump. RTY went from 2,900 or so. Sorry, 22.95, dropped all the way down to 22.69. So also about a $30 drop on RTY. Yeah, big massive shift in the market here. Bears just took control. That would have been like one of the most amazing shorts by anyone if they had taken that. Pulling back down toward the lows here at like 6,005. Pretty massive volatility here. It looks like 6,005 might be the bottom. It's tapped it twice. It's kind of bouncing now. Let's get a longer look at this, a little longer time frame. Jump to like a 5 minute. Obviously, this candle was just forming, so that's not going to give us much data. Three-minute, same thing. So really, the 1 minute is kind of the best data that we have right now.
Order filled.
Try to take it long right there and just sort of just dump. Yes. It's pulling back up too. I'm only in one contract. I'm trading small right now just because the level of volatility is so high. But man, look at these freaking moves, dude. All right, this account's done for the day. I'm not gonna break into my other 50K account. There's just way too much volatility these last couple of months, man. At least for me. I don't know. I'm sure somebody out there is awesome at this. But this is insane level of volatility these days. What's up, Tiny? Were you here in time for the $30 dump that took place over like 2 minutes? Yes, continuing to drop. I tried to take another long right there, just because it looked like we sort of had a support level, and we just didn't. Glad I only took one contract though, because this candle looks so tiny. It's 40 ticks, but it looks tiny by comparison by these massive moves. So I guess that's it for me. Just burning accounts. Still got 781 left in the trail on this, and this other one's untouched. We failed the 100K, but you know, we'll be back at it again with the white vans soon enough. So this 50K is untouched. I'd like to use it, but I just haven't seen anything good to attack. So kind of using the other 50K to be a little bit risky and sort of find my edge again in the market. Dipping below 6,000. I'm sure the Nasdaq's probably looking the same right about now. Let's take a look at the NQ. Hey, do you happen to know the ticker symbol for gold? What is the ticker symbol for gold? GCG or GC. All right, NQ. The NAS is dropping pretty heavily as well. Nasdaq down $200, and its drop at 7 o'clock went from 714 all the way down to 550. So Nasdaq lost 150 bucks all at once. Let's take a look at GC. That's GCF. We need GCG. So gold up at 26.58. Gold also took a pretty big drop from 26.71 down to 26.55. So gold took a pretty big dive as well. Gold's still up on the day though, up 10 bucks. Considering a gold trade here. I want to try it out. Looks like there's a lot of resistance to that 50 moving average right there. Popped up a little bit. I'm trying to take something really, really small just to get a feel for it. And a lot of resistance there at the 26, 58, 59 marker. Looks like we're finally breaking above that. All right. We go long here.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, we got that trade. It was so fast though. So hoping to get a chance to see how much they're worth. They're worth like 10 bucks. Try to take that. This is more like the volatility I want to see. Like it's moving decently, but it's not like rip your face off kind of decently.
Order filled.
Yeah, gold is 10 bucks a pop, like 10 bucks a tick per contract.
Order filled.
Just like oil. That's sweet. But it moves a lot faster than oil. Nice. Okay, cool. Gold might actually be something I want to trade. It's got plenty of volatility, but it's also not like rip your face off kind of movement. So that's actually dope. We made back like 60 bucks on those two trades just because I was only in one contract, tested it. Look for a little bit of pullback here. It's decent there.
Order filled.
Took 3.
Order filled.
Got out of that trade, but only took 1 tick just because it had pulled back a little bit more than I expected. So it looks like our trade would have worked out. We do have a 5200 cross inbound on that. I was gonna stop for the day, but gold seems actually pretty dope. So. So we made back a little bit of money on gold. Down to 80 though. From that $200 loss. And our $100 loss on that test trade that we did. So that one actually would have worked out quite well. It looks like gold's capable of... I've never traded gold, so if I sound somewhat newbie-ish, enjoy. I'm gonna add a couple more bracket orders in here so that I can select between the two, between them. It looks like gold's capable of like some pretty reasonable size moves, while also at the same time being a little bit more predictable, kind of like trading the ES a few months back. Like the ES over summer kind of thing. Take a look at gold on the 1 minute side. It's got a ways to go in order to complete the comeback, but pretty decent comeback after that big drop. Currently sitting at negative 2.1 on TTM on a yellow. Looking for that 5,200 10-second cross. That's going to give us that indicator of the 1 minute cross. And my guess is that's about 10 minutes out or so. $5. It's about $4.80 difference on those two moving averages. Along here.
Order filled.
Wanted to actually get a little bit better entry than that, but that one's not too bad. They're going to get out at 264. Sort of hovering at our break-even point, pulling back a little bit. That looks promising. That candle popping up a bit. Let's see it. Oh, okay,
Order
sweet.
filled.
We just got the trade. I was gonna say I want to see it close as a hammer. There's a nice rip there. Rip at 720. Exactly. So that pulled back 150 for us. It's still down about 150 or so on the day, 143. But that pulled back 150. I'm kind of liking gold's movement. It's volatile enough to actually trade it. Like, that's one of my problems with oil, is that it'll go through these periods of time and there's just zero volatility, then there'll be a whole bunch of volatility at once. For the most part, it's pretty dead and boring to the point to where it practically starts to put me to sleep. Sometimes I do get sleepy watching oil, but it's also not so crazy like trading NAS or trading ES. So I'm kind of liking its movement. Just pulled back to that support level that we had drawn in here around the 262 mark. And we're approaching that 5,200 cross on the 1 minute side. I believe we are, we just got a cyan switch on the 1 minute. Now +2 on that. We're just back above VWAP. I'm expecting some resistance at around 265 or so. Natural resistance level plus the 50 moving average there. And then also at 267 with the 200 moving average there. So, expecting a little bit of resistance, but I'm looking for this 10-second crossover. I think that's going to give us the biggest indication of this longer term breakout. We are back above VWAP though, so this does look decent. VWAP on the 1 minute, I should say. So the 10-second we're below, but 1 minute we're above VWAP. That's at that 263 mark. Getting above that 200 moving average. I'd like to see a pullback. That's a nice pullback right there. We're about $2 away, $1.80 away from this cross. wouldn't mind a little bit of pullback again. Just really kind of want it to just stay flat and sideways until we get this cross here. Like, I don't really want it to get above the 200. I want it to kind of stay around, just around the 200 moving average, maybe even a little below. Checking this 1 minute here. Now at 3.0 on TTM and 1 minute crossover. I'm going to take a trade on this. Kind of broke out a little bit beforehand.
Order filled.
Grabbed that pullback there.
Order filled.
Took another 5 ticks. So that should put us, yeah, we're just down $7 on the day now. I wanted to actually go for a larger trade here. There's a nice little pullback there. I'm going to grab that.
Order filled.
Felt like I was going to pull back a little bit more. Oh well. Our entry's not bad. I'm going to get out at 265.20. Sitting on our sell order. Sold 1 contract. Only 1 sold, so I'm still in 2 contracts.
Order filled.
There, I'm out. I got 1 contract. Okay,
Order
there's all
filled.
3. So a bit of a spread there. Turn this back into a positive day on this account here, this 50K. Unfortunately, we failed our 100, but that's all right. I'm not worried about it. They're all so cheap right now. In fact, if you guys are in need of an evaluation, you guys definitely don't want to check out Elite Trader Funding. Their prices right now are absolutely ridiculous. You get a 50K account for $16. $16, dude. That's like less than the cost of going out to eat. And you can trade all month with it. Or you can get a 100K account for $20. So literally for the price of ordering pizza, you can have access to 50 grand. It's kind of the deal of a lifetime. There is a link in the description. Just go ahead and grab that. It's joelstraight.com/ECF. There is that link in the description. You can just click it. It'll bring you over here, and you'll get access to that. When you guys click those links, it does actually help this channel out a bit. So we do get a small affiliate commission, and so that helps us continue to bring content to you. So by all means, if you guys are considering getting a prop firm, check out Elite Trader Funding. One thing I really like about these guys is that they have wonderful customer service. And then you can also use, all the major softwares, TradingView, Trade-Evade, NinjaTrader, all that. So check them out, especially if you guys are trying to earn funding in the futures market. Ditto. Can be a sleeper. Yeah, so I'm kind of liking gold. Did I finally find something new to trade? Because I've been really not wanting to trade for a while now. I've been not interested in trading the ES at all, or the NAS or RTY. So I've just been uninterested for the most part in trading, just because of the level of volatility that's been there has been almost untradeable, where it's a lot of times no clear movement, and it might be trending upwards, but you're dealing with $6-7 swings on a single candle. And I think even if you're right, it still ends up wrecking accounts because of the sheer volatility of it. Gold, up here at nearly 2,700, 2660s. So there's that 5,200 crossover. It did happen on the 10-second side. Looks like, though, we're getting a little bit of resistance at this 50 moving average on the 1 minute side. So I think we got a little bit longer to stack up on the 1 minute. So hopefully we start seeing the 200 moving average trend downwards on the 1 minute side, but we'll have to wait and see on that. It's going to be a while. 1 minute side is looks to be about $2.50 diverged. Getting some pullback now to the VWAP on the 1. As to be expected. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there. I'm just happy to be green. Up on 28.52 in the 50K account. Lost the 100K account, but again, that's all right. I'm going to go ahead and track this day in my little handy dandy tracker. So our trail at the end of today is 12.55. Obviously we're down on the week because yesterday we lost kind of big in this count, but all right. Our profit is 128.52, and so our net on the week so far is 682.68. I should say the net in the account, because I don't believe this account was traded beforehand. The 100K was traded beforehand, said this month. Yeah, it's just this month. So the tracker does not account for fees, because all the fees are going to be different, but it's pretty close. Oh, actually it does, because you're just putting your P&L in there, so it does account for the fees. So there you have it. So we'll work this account back up a little bit. Now that I can see that we have something we could actually trade that has about the same level of volatility as the S&P 500 did for years, with a reasonable payout at $10 instead of $12.50, pretty close. I kind of like the $10 thing a little bit better. It's easier to calculate. Excuse-moi. And the movement seems pretty decent. Oil, on the other hand, I mean, look at all these dojis, dude. And you see it's got volatility right now, but normally, on average, you see us trading like 44 contracts, and then you get this one candle that is 400 contracts. So you get this 90% jump in volume, or sorry, not 90%. The normal average is 90% of it, or rather 10%. But you're getting this, like, 100-fold rip here in terms of volume. And so this is the thing about oil that makes it challenging to trade, in my opinion, is that you get these like really flat moves, and then all of a sudden you get a big fat rip. So I'm not really seeing that happen with gold. It looks pretty consistent in terms of its volume and its price action. So I think I'm probably going to trade gold for a couple of days and see how it goes. See how I like it. I kind of like the movement. That's really what all I've been looking for, is something that moves like this. So this seems like a good fit. Yeah. Blessed days to all of you. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and jump out. If y'all want to get access to that spreadsheet, you're going to have to join our Discord community. It is inside of the resources tab in the forums. there, and it's available for you guys to download, access. It is currently just Excel, but I will eventually convert over into a Google spreadsheet as well so that anybody can access it. So, all right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. We'll see you tomorrow, and we're going to trade some gold. All right, y'all. Peace out for now.